back playing this, or chapter 5 has started. We're gonna go talk to Oi first, of course. Jeez, I can't believe how many monitors there are. My eyes are flickering as they are. It's just pretty much investigating right now, right? Let me check this door out. Yeah, this door's kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. Inside. No luck. Door's locked, huh? What if you use that key that opened this room? Give it a try just in case. It'll be a totally different key. But it won't even fit in the key. I kind of assume that. Oh, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to it. All good, too good to be true. We were talking about like, the Mastermind's dead and stuff, and like Monokuma's like broken robot body, something. But no. There's got to be some. There's something going on. Okay. That other person that was in the plant room, in the greenhouse, they were found dead. I don't know what's going on. Some spooky bullshit's gonna happen. Can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's. But worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Right, the Mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. Sure about that? Are you sure about that? Kind of all bullshit on that. Okay, but there's even a surveillance on his own. No matter where surveillance cameras are following our every move. Actually, ever. How many cameras does this place have anyway? He even got one on himself. Are you sure that's Monokuma? Like, there's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high performance people. Nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on. They seem to be blocked. So what? We can't do anything. Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? Mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network and Alter Ego. Maybe we're right about that. There's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. Okay, so what can we do? Monitors? This? Pretty ridiculous number of monitors here. Over here, and the Mastermind will be spy on it. As long as I have this. Look at Master Go, it's like a feast for my eyes. How much is a monthly membership? Is she gonna pay for OnlyFans? Paying up for OnlyFans? Of what? I mean, I want to know why they killed as much as the next guy, but I also really want to get out of here. What is this? This one at the top? Top monitor? There's a bunch of monitors mounted on the wall. Have we seen this? What about that one? Bruh. Okay, this TV. What is that? There's nothing showing up on this one. Look next to the TV. Is that a TV antenna?
How about that?
It is. It's just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook that antenna up, we could watch TV. Someone say TV? Saturday morning, Hina's here. You talking about me? Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on.
You know?
Oh, you're all starved from info from the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about?
You know?
Oh. What's wrong? Good news for all Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think I got the TV working. Really? Now all I gotta do is switch it on. And do it. Freaking idiot Mastermind. All you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world. They were sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it. Oh shit. Bro, what? Bruv, what? Are you looking at ourselves? This is the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room. Wait, what? Why are we looking at ourselves, bro? That's kind of weird.
What the heck?
That's weird, dude.
Come on.
What are you doing?
Huh?
Pretty weird. You're weird. Weird in every way possible, and not just weird, super weird.
What?
But this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how is it showing the camera feed?
Well...
You try changing the channel?
Good
idea, let's give it a try. Hey, remote through each channel one by one. It's all just gonna be us, right? But on every channel it was just us. The live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
There must be some kind of trick to it, some weird setup. Mod back timeout is over. Let's go. No, you're still on, mate. At least a week. Alright, I'm gonna tell you right now, at least a week. There must be some kind of trick to it, some kind of weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually.
Wait, what? Monokuma's back? Monokuma's back? Excuse me?
Huh?
What? What?
What?
Been a while, you friggin' bastards. Bruv. How are you supposed to be dead? Me, dead? Don't be freaking stupid. You're acting kind of strange, something seems different. Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even, it's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see, the moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretend to be dead all this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. Makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now. Well, it's almost time to cut off your past so full of hope and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you all to have more fun this killing game. Can't be serious, we have to keep going. No, we're supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here? How do you not get it? There's no getting out of here. Talking of that, didn't we dream about there? This life isn't all bad, you know what I mean? There's stuff we won't like about life no matter where you are. Are you serious? This place is the worst? If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair? Phew, I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now. Point? You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind.
The heck?
But I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed? How attentive they are now. Well then I'm gonna let you in on an old blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. That TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in on the antenna. Well, what does that mean? Displaying the signal, but it's just us standing here. You're so stupid, don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you. The killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's Hunger Games. The killing game is being broadcast live on the entire world. The most popular thing on TV. It doesn't matter how many times he says it, I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I understand the deeper meaning. Broadcast live to the entire world, what kind of bad joke is this? It can't be, have they taken over the airwaves? Camera feed is being broadcast? No way, that's impossible. That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness of the crisis management system, you know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found in hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. Are you being serious right now?
Of course.
I heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. The boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan. Everything has a meaning, you know. All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries, even me luring you right here, right now. Why would I do any of that without reason? It was all for my captive audience to show them true despair like they'd never seen it before. Hey Swift, bruv, thank you for the bits, bruv.
Where's J-Time? Also, how was Tesco?
J-Time's happening later, mate. Okay, and Tesco, mate, was empty. Became the director of a despair-based production. The ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment. You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be crazy. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
Actually,
What if they already did?
yes, indeed.
Then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? And you think that's possible? I don't really know personally though. What's it, whatever. But to take control of all communications like that, you need an astronomical amount of resources. So how could things have come this far? Well, it's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember?
Of course.
Yeah, there's a little business of... What is that? 40? 40 announcement.
A body has been discovered.
What do you mean?
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however
Whose
you
body?
like,
The one in the jungle?
trial will begin.
What? What is going on, bro? What are you talking about? I'll leave the next monokuma file right here. Everyone give it all you've got, okay?
Pounding excitement.
Things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on, so you're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait.
Okay? Then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible. The truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. And I think I took everything I just had to keep myself standing upright. If Danganronpa 2 was on the Switch, would you play it on there? I don't really care if it's on the Switch, or I don't really care about the console exclusives. I'll play it on PC if it's on. No, it's on Steam. I don't understand any of this. What's the spare entertainment, and how is he still alive?
I'm sick of
I thought that was finally we could get out of here. What did he say about a class trial?
Talking.
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is at that point we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko? How did he know Kyoko is dead? Wait, what?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mukuro Ikubusawa was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, it means the mastermind, Kuro Ikusaba, isn't dead. Naturally, that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There is no other possibility. It can't be. I mean, I would think it is because of the whole... When she was in my room, but she was trying to kill me? She's a masked killer? Bro, I don't get it. Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is to have it end like this. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. Or if you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth, and if you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth yourself. Anyway, we better begin.
But
We're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer
That's right.
must be someone participating in our whole life. Saying that one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no. But you just said,
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything into this. That is how the game works after all. Investigate. Again. Due to explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed in a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds. Or what's this music? I've never heard this before for the class trial. But these were at least several days old. Even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim is. An unidentified body, could it really be Kyoko? Oh, it's like a remix. I have no idea, I have to investigate. Then cover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened or we're all dead. Go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. Okay. 5. Boom. I like this remix. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. Do what I always do. Knife. Okay, there's a knife lying on the ground. This knife that was in them. Must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion have thrown it over here. Can't be Kyoko because they have red fingernails on. Monokuma fast that the knife went all the way through the body from front to back, and the knife is what it caused the fatal injury. Avoid this knife. It looks really familiar. Wait, is this the one that was in my room? That's it. It's the knife that person was on. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever that person in the mask that told me last night they were holding that knife. And the same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker was found here. But maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife and then if this really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? Don't know, I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be, there's no way. After the crime scene. I accidentally killed Kyoko? Is that what he's trying to say? These are like fragments or something. Photo? Like a picture, right? They're all burnt so I can't really be sure about. But I feel like I've seen something like this before, but where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. Okay. What is that? The photo, right? That looks like a picture. Off of a wall. Something. Body itself. If I check the body for more thoroughly, maybe I'll find out more if it's Kyoko on. The fingernails don't look like Kyoko's nails. Something weird about the body's fingernails. But these are fake nails, they're really long. They seem like they get in the way of normal activity. Yeah, well, it doesn't count. There's something on the back of my right hand. That tattoo, it got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it's like there's a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen it before. Tattoo on the right hand. Kyoko didn't never had a red nails. Oh. Okay, the white jacket was the victim was wearing until he got burnt up. Only one little piece left. That's it. Upper half of the body got set on fire and the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Blackened? So the top half of the body is wet. Oh, from trying to put the fire out. Huh? It's because it got set on fire through water, and since only after water the part that was only on fire, the top half and the bottom half is still dry. Otherwise there's nothing strange about the top half being wet there, right? Coded body analysis. Done, and then down here. The legs. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it. Explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? That's it. Body investigation done. Okay. All the knives, the fragments done. Body. The chicken coop might sell something? Maybe? Monokuma flower, huh? Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? No, I don't think it's related to the case, so I think I'll just stay away. Okay. Chicken coop. Count 4 chickens. There was 5 before.
Yo.
What's going on, Mikado? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in there? Of course, there were precisely 5.
Huh?
What's wrong? There's now 4. You know what 4 means, right? Only 4 chickens now? We're 1 short. 4. That's so weird. I wonder when it happened. I was down here just before night time last night and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What are we going to do? Going from 5 to 4 is going to have an impact on the structure of the world. See, even Yashahiro is like Mister. 4. Like a jigsaw puzzle. Even if a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. My best to ignore hero and focus on the problem at hand. Why do one of these chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Chicken coop chickens. How did the chicken get out? Who the fuck got out a chicken? I'm gonna go check the shed. Warehouse. Whatever it is, tool shed. Pickaxe is gone? No, it's still there. The room is dusty, disorganized, in other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is it a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in there before? We should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. Definitely was not. I don't remember a tarp there. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but this underside is totally clean and completely dry. One side of the tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. The tarp has been added to the truth bullet section. That's the one thing that concerns me. The pickaxe? Okay, there's something carved into the handle of the pickaxe. Crazy diamond. Everything that was written on the back of Mondo's coat. Pickaxe is connected to Mondo somehow. I was still speaking, but now's not the time. Okay. Interesting. Flower pots? These flower pots have nothing to do with the case. Sure. Is there a missing set of shears? There's a lawnmower. Okay. What about the shears? Hose? These tools have nothing to do with the case. What about this? I hope there aren't any clues hidden in the fertilizer. No. I have so many Monokuma tokens. And that's it. So it's just the tarp that we have to come see. Okay, so the tarp. I guess I'll start talking. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and I don't remember asking. Oh, well, I was just here. What about when we first found the body? The body was found, huh? Look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement, working with a 7. As usual, I headed to Danganronpa pretty soon. Got there, I met up with Hina, that was right around 7:30. To the gym, where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right, it have been around right now, right about 9 o'clock. Now you mentioned it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 AM. Pretty small job. Okay, the body was found. Okay. Sick. Nice. Good timing, Okada. I wanted to talk to you. What do you want to talk about?
So in other words,
Love to hear your alibi. Alibi? Love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. I was sick, so I was asleep all night. Why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
Naturally.
It's not obvious. The murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hero's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. Confirm, when I arrived last night, there was no body
In
here.
other words,
The murder could have only taken place at some point during nighttime, after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's room to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom. In other words, all four of us had airtight alibis. The ones who don't have alibis are me and
that's
and
right.
Kyoko. If the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, stopped by your room as well, but you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? Telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so that's hardly an alibi. I know. So what now? You seem to be quite at a disadvantage here. The only one without an alibi. That's pretty bad, isn't it? Byoku's account. Okay. But I mean, I don't know if it was me or not, because we were in a fucking fever dream or something. But what does the body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Listen, Mikado, do you remember how the body looked, you know, before it blew up? If I remember right. I was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking to the stomach. The area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood in its body was still wet. The Yakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was in the body, I didn't see any in the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks. That was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, how to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too. Thank you too. Probably before the explosion. Okay. This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, which was the time I met Hina. Okay. Monokuma said that the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet. True. So the murder took place. The murder took place, right? During the time. Well, in the morning. This shit must have happened. At least when I was talking with Hina and stuff in the gym. So like, this must have happened at like 8 o'clock then, because it was 9 when the body was found. So it was somewhere in between 7:30 and 9 that the murder must have took place there. Sprinklers, yeah. I think I've checked everything I need to into this, but I'm not done yet. There are many other areas I need to check. Specifically the fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicion. I still need to find out more about Kyoko. So where is Kyoko right now? Dude, then what was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. If I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. Key to her room.
it's all clear now.
Or simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. I have a choice. I have to see if it will let me borrow her room key. Okay. Hey, I'm Byokuya. If you do come with an alibi, I'll be happy to hear it later at the class trial. How about that? You had the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. Afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect.
What?
Of course, if I go with you, there would be a different story. Then will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see. Depending on my mood, I may go with you or I may not. Okay, then in the meantime I should look somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. I've got no idea where this area is. Painting? Where can I find that? Here? Is it in here? No, it's not here. No, it's not. Bro, I have no idea where I'm going. Go down. Okay, let's see. 4th floor. What was down here? Chem lab? There was nothing in the chem lab. Office headmaster. Data lab was with the monitors. Let's go down again. Okay, what is this? Was it in the physics lab? No, there's nothing in the physics lab. Bro, I'm so lost. The art room, maybe? Let's check. In here? No, in the back room? Something here? Bro, I'm completely lost the way this red chunk has been taken out of a wall. It's got a red border, so look for something that's got a red border around it. The rec room, should we check the rec room? Let's see. Something here. If he's back to normal, but with Sayaka, Monokuma is responsible, I'm sure. Okay. Nothing, I don't see anything. So it's gonna be on the bottom floor then, right? Or the second floor? Wait, the classroom. There's a classroom that's locked, right? Which classroom was locked? One of these? Oh. That was the one there, right? No. There was a locked classroom somewhere on a floor. I don't remember what floor it was though. Where's that red stuff from? I don't know. I'm lost to where that red thing is. Right, so library. Library. The classroom. Where could it be from, bruh? Toilets? Pool? Anything in the pool? You just set the male toilets. At the back. The back room. No? I should probably... it was a secret room, I should probably avoid going in there and out too much. Okay. Bro, I'm completely lost. Okay, let's go down to the first floor. See exactly what I'm doing. Maybe in this bit? The gym? Is it here? No, I've got no idea what that fragment came from. Nothing in the gym. Oh, the monokuma thing's there. Monokuma's lying just on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
I just found something. What is it? It's what? Bomb. There's one in every monokuma robot, I'm sure. Bomb. That bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. Fragments are found in the garden. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. Fragments of the dead body have been updated. Oh, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Yoko's room. Okay. That's what I had to look at. I didn't even know it looked like a painting. When it was showing me. Okay, go. Oh, where is it? Here. It looked like a painting, bruv. Byakuya, please. Give me the key. You can go soon, Byakuya. I'm gonna check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Okay, sick, we're going. Kyoko. Now what? Now what, mate? Well then, here we go. Kyoko took out the keys in the keyhole and then click and it opens. Looks like it. In. Okay, there's a book. This is Kyoko's room. What is this? There's something on the table. The wood block decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. Lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use their lockers. I wouldn't know, I've never gone to a public bathhouse. Doesn't really surprise me, it's hard to picture a kid doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
If it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Ready? What, unless I'm mistaken. Pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that might be it. Dojo? Bathroom? Right.
Such
Hey, I think it would be wise to look around a bit more. Like what, here? Bed? Is there a bed? I don't see anything interesting here, at least not as far as the case is concerned. What am I looking for? I just want to leave. What, talk to you?
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing particular. I just wanted to... Just thought you might find some kind of clues here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko. Can't be serious. That's why you made me take the time to search to come here. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how you take. Surely you here have something more concrete, something to give us some sort of direction. Oh, I know. Earlier Kyoko gave me something. Huh? What's this?
It's true.
It's a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens. Sure, I have it here somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happens, I should open it. Something
Interesting.
certainly has happened. We'll open it. Okay. Open the envelope and look inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets. That's all that was in there. Yeah, just like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? Sheets? But what could something be hidden under the sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as soon as I lifted up the sheets, what's this? Kind of crumpled up piece of paper. Mikuru Ikusaba. There.
I see.
Appears to be Mikuru Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, it looks like it. Probably the other thing Kyoko stole. Stuck it to the headmaster's room along with the key. Good God, just so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you what it is. It's a key and whatever that was. It must be the blank that Monokuma was talking. Kyoko said that death without meaning was unappealing. This is what she left behind. I don't have time for your indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. I had to pull myself together and look down at the profile sheet. What does it say? Mikuro Ikusaba, female, the ultimate soldier. Though small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type in magic. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. Elementary school, she won a Bible game tournament, began writing for military magazines. Before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information. She was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later alone, completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she didn't decide to return home when she did. Mikura's profile has been added to the Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group. Doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in is in a completely different dimension. Like, one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That's how I saw things, just an ordinary person, but then
I see.
never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Recognize it.
Naturally.
Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed war. But they do have their uses. They always get their job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say I'm intrigued. Every rumour I've heard says that Fenrir is already...
Found it.
What? Well, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player and a bit player becoming our hero. That's huge. What have you got in your pretty old hand there? Oh, you found her profile. So what if we did? Don't freak out on me. I'm not going to hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either. Even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rules against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations, girls. course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organisation and order. Which is why even I, as a school headmaster, follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying that you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course.
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it is all. No, can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? About the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of our participants in this killing game. I don't think I've ever told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hall in the back, there was 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led you to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding, are you saying?
in other words.
That's right. There weren't actually 15 of you.
Yes, indeed.
The number taking part in this killing game was actually 16. So that's the 16th seat. That's what the 16th seat was for. The courtroom. Mukuro Ikusaba. So where is she then?
The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. Part of this school life? So the one making all the regulations.
Why?
Why? Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Well, because, like I told you, the killing game is desperately popular. Wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Make sense?
Well, now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. I want to get back at the sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I want to share a little secret. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone, I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars. She doesn't want anyone to see. Okay, now that's all you get. Right? Okay, Monokuma's account has been added to the truth bullets. Yoko wears gloves to cover up a bunch of scars. What, so on the back of her hand? Is that her? The tattoo? Wait, but no, Monokuma specifically said there were scars, right? Kyoko wears those gloves to hide the scars. Means those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's crap.
Such.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Makuro was a student.
That's right.
Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Makuro is the one creating the game. But why would he tell us that, and why now? That he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints there. But the mere fact he said that proves that Makuro is connected to the case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of the 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Makuro is related to the
It's
case.
certainly
Perhaps
possible.
she's the one who killed Kyoko. That would explain why we would have a class trial, wouldn't it? She's a student and she killed someone. That would make her part of the school killing game. Makuro is the killer. She killed Kyoko. Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? That's exactly what I thought when the investigation
What?
first began. Based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my
It's all
mind.
clear now.
Makuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. Say that. But Makuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why did the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves?
So, in other words,
Makuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold to say the least. Makes more sense then to assume that Makuro isn't the culprit, but that's the trap. They want us to suspect Makuro to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it definitely seems possible, but if that's really true, Makuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. Find out if that key and the dojo really are
let's
connected.
go.
Right, are you coming? Yes, sir. Go head out. Yeah? Yeah? Somewhere here. Something to do with this, right? Hey, what's up, Dav? Meaty Cop Katzone? There isn't anything notable about it than other being extremely Japanese. Sick, I got a thing. Okay, I'm just gonna... This? Oh, the lockers. Okay. The lockers, number 6. Okay. There are wooden lockers here. They use woodblock keys just as those super traditional public bathhouses. It looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Kodo, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the one who doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found in that locker, right? Or just try it. My neighbor got corona. Let's go. Okay. Let's hope you don't get it, bro. Look at the woodblock key and insert it into the metal locker. Click. The locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. Arrows. There are arrows in here. Look like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, with all a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Titanium arrows. Oh, there's something else in the locker. That. So what that board of duct tape? I wonder what this was used for. Is that a blood stain?
I see.
If it is what if it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. If duct tape is related to the case somehow, but how could that possibly be involved? Bloody duct tape. Then that's all the locker has to offer for now. Okay. Something wrong?
Very strange.
Very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that are clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Perhaps. Yokio? Forget it. Well, we need to continue on to the next location. What next location? There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. We have to go to the library, the restricted section of the library. Is it not obvious? Where in the school would you go to do research on something? The library. The archive. That's right, the archive has all kinds of info on that the general public doesn't have access
Let's
to.
go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins or something. Okay, what are you going to find this time? What is it? I believe there were fire related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight to the shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. Quickly returned with a file in hand. What was it?
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? Fenrir. How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever, I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. Okay. What's it say? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to a company of regulars. Like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago they completely seized all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate that they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group and they simply imploded. Okay. What is it? It just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality that these people are part of our world. The battlefields aren't much different from lives here. Predictable and imaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't better, would you? So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. You mentioned it. It reports something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right, it said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, you'd like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Does that mean? Mikuro Ikusawa's profile. So it was Mikuro Ikusawa. I was going to say, the hand doesn't look like Kyoko's hand. Done.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults
So who
us.
killed Mikuro
Organisms,
Ikusawa then?
The Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by
They were
little
wearing the mask and
until
bullshit.
the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial.
That's why. You're revealed because Mikuro is dead,
Please meet
right?
up in the usual spot.
That's why all the
Well,
secrets can now be revealed. And the time has come. All we do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial. It would seem that way. Let's go. Alright. I get it, I get it. And then if it the tattoo on the hand. Oh, Byoko and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together just to do you? What, are you jealous? Or are you making some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself? We'll talk and embrace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second? Could show up at any time. When I imagine what was about to happen, I immediately tends to be prepared myself, but... About what? We stood there for a full 5 minutes waiting for something weird to happen. Then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on? Why hasn't Monokuma showed up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here? Or what? Did I scare you? Is there going to be a class trial or not? Demand no explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait.
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay. I'll punish the one making us all wait, right? We all agree it's a violation. I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. Kyoko?
Hey,
Okay. I knew it wasn't Kyoko. I'm here and no rules been broken. Kyoko! You're still alive? That's a ghost. Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right? But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? So selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts into the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. When Monokuma God's gone, rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko, you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. My god, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. He's right, now we've got to deal with a ghost. I told you stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. But cool, who knows what might happen to us if we take too long. I'll be happy when this trial is all over. I won't have to have everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself, I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Where were you? Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been the whole time? You used that key you was to go somewhere, didn't you?
Correct.
And to investigate the second floor of the dorms? Second
That's
floor?
right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then when did you find out?
So,
No, I finished my search, came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. Took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to the trial completely uninformed, can I? That's why you were late.
however,
Sorry I kept you all waiting. We're on the second floor of the dorms. Then that's what the key you found goes to.
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not
In
quite.
other words,
I use Monokuma's secret tool which can open any lock in the school. Okay.
just a
So we have access to everything now. What are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma.
Kodo.
And go all over the details on get through the trial, okay Morikoto? Right now I just want us to focus on surviving our current situation.
Seem
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. Strange way to put it. The class trial was important for everyone, right? But why would you say it's a crucial moment for her?
goodbye.
That's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? So did Kyoko kill Mikuru? Is that what's going on here? And then she hid?